Dolphins fans, what is going on? Ben Morgan, Fins Up Network. It's gotten to the point where it's another week. It's another interior defensive lineman that is just absolutely getting paid. On Thursday, we saw another defensive tackle get a huge payday. This time it's from the New York Giants. It's former Christian Wilkins teammate at Clemson, Dexter Lawrence. So in today's video, we're going to take a little bit of time, talk about what all this means for us in regards to signing our big guy. Like I said, obviously, we're talking Christian Wilkins. He's had a great career so far with the Dolphins. Over his 4 years, you've seen steady improvement, and then bam, last year happened. And not that defensive linemen really ever become household names. I mean, you got the Aaron Donalds of the world, but man, Christian Wilkins put NFL fans, teams, players on notice. And then last offseason, the Dolphins picked up that fifth-year option. So he's due 10.75 million in 2023, obviously being the last year of his rookie deal. But we talked about Dexter Lawrence. Thursday, he gets a 4-year, $90 million extension with 60 million guaranteed. I don't want to see these deals getting done before Christian Wilkins, but here we go with another one. So his average annual salary is $22.5 million. And obviously the one before from the Tennessee Titans was Jeffery Simmons, 4-year, $94 million. 24 million signing bonus, 59.33 million guaranteed. So his average salary is actually even higher. His is $23.5 million. So it's of my understanding, Miami views Christian Wilkins as a key component to this team, to the future, to the now, to the present, to winning now, and to the future. But they're in that $15 to $18 million per year range. And then obviously with these latest signings, Christian Wilkins says, hey, this is my company. This is the company I keep. I'm in that 20 million per season range as well. But I'm going to show his stats here. I'm going to put them on the ticker there. But those 98 tackles that you see are the most from any interior defensive lineman in the 2022 NFL season. The 16 tackles for a loss, tied for the third most by any interior defensive lineman. So I think we can all understand why he wants 20 plus million per season. But the big difference between a guy like Christian Wilkins and then the previous guys we mentioned, it's those sack totals. I mean, Christian Wilkins had the 3.5 in 2022, which wasn't bad. It was one of his better career seasons, but he only has 11.5 career sacks through the first 4 years. So you do the math on that. He's not even averaging 3 per season. Jeffery Simmons, on the other hand, he's the sack leader of this crew. 7.5 in 2022, 8.5, a career high in 2021, 21 career sacks. And then you got Dexter Lawrence, who had a nice breakout in 2022 as well with 7.5 sacks. He's got 16.5 over his career. So besides simply not wanting to pay like one guy too much money, because man, we're already doing that. Tyreek Hill being one of the highest paid wide receivers, Bradley Chubb being paid one of the highest edge rushers. You can't keep putting all this money in just a few guys here and there. So they obviously don't want to do that. But then those sack numbers is kind of that other reasoning, that other justification the Dolphins has for wanting to keep Christian Wilkins under that $20 million range, under that Jeffery Simmons and Dexter Lawrence price range. But honestly, make no mistake about it, though. Miami wants Christian Wilkins. And Christian Wilkins loves Miami. You can see it on the field. That dude doesn't want to go anywhere. The Dolphins value not only the production, but the leadership, the locker room presence. And there's something to be said about keeping your own guys, drafting, developing, and retaining and extending a guys. That's what the goal is. You want these guys beyond just their rookie deal. So make no mistake about it. Christian Wilkins wants to get it done. The Miami Dolphins want to get it done, because honestly, if the Dolphins weren't serious about getting a deal done, he'd be gone. We wouldn't even be having this conversation today. I was told the morning of the draft that there was a team that offered Miami Dolphins a package which included their 2023 first round pick. And granted, it was a pick in the 20s, so it wasn't even the draft capital that we invested in Christian Wilkins to begin with. But a 2023 first-round pick was included in this package, and the Dolphins turned it down. They said no. You can see how bad they want to keep him around, and they know it's going to cost them. But they had an out. They had a way to retain good draft capital on a guy on an expiring deal, and they said no. So I still 100%, I shouldn't say 100%, but I still wholeheartedly believe that it's just a matter of time. We just got to wait this one out until a deal gets done. But Miami is doing everything they can to make it happen and to make it make financial sense. And Christian Wilkins is doing everything to, yeah, get it done. But he knows that this is the opportune time to cash in. He's 27 years old. He'll be 28 during the 2023 season. So if he gets a 4-year extension, similar to Lawrence, similar to Williams, you're looking at what, a 31, 32-year-old the next time he hits free agency. So this is his time to absolutely pay, cash in, pay off. And I think I called Williams Lawrence Williams, but you know what I'm saying. Jeffery Simmons and Dexter Lawrence are the two that we're talking about in this video. So this is Christian Wilkins' time to cash in before he gets into those 30s, before the free agent money kind of dries up a little bit at the position. So that's what we're currently at with the Christian Wilkins situation. And like I said, hopefully we get good news soon. So stay tuned. We'll have any updates possible as they come in. But let's hear from you. Your thoughts on the stalemate, your thoughts on other guys getting this big money. Do you want to pay 20 million plus to Christian Wilkins? Do you want to try to keep it a little bit lower? Should the Dolphins have taken that first round pick? Let's hear what you've got in the comments. But that is my time for today and for Christian Wilkins updates. And until next time, fins up.